Hi, I'm Roger and welcome to the shop. Actually over on the other side of the shop because I needed a place to park this big air compressor. It is sitting up on top of a cart. It's not really that tall, probably another foot higher than it actually is. It's time to do an upgrade. This air compressor you see here, which is tucked underneath a bench in the corner of the shop, is a 1975 3 horsepower Craftsman that I bought when I first graduated from high school. Yeah, it's got a lot of years on it. It's been rebuilt twice with new rings and reed valves and such. And the motor has been replaced along with the unloader valve and the pressure switch. But, you know, that many years on things, of course the belt's been replaced several times. But it was time for an upgrade. One of the things I wanted to do on that side of the shop, since I've already redone the upper storage area, is to get rid of the 2x4 and particle board bench that we just threw in there real quick back in 1997 when we built this building. And I want to put in something with actual cabinets and drawers and a little bit better bench top. That air compressor takes up just a lot of room. So what I've done is, since that one takes up so much room, I got a bigger one. However, what I'm going to do with this is, out behind the building here, I'm going to build a 4-foot square compressor shed, I guess we'll call it. And I'll also be able to have some room in it to store a few garden tools and rakes and shovels and such stuff like that. And we'll be making another video on how that's built and as the construction goes. It's a really cold, rainy March day, so I'm definitely not going to go out there today. But within the next couple of weeks, I'll be getting the building built to put this thing in. This is Dewalt. Of course, I'm not sponsored by Dewalt. They didn't give this to me. I bought it, and it wasn't cheap. But it's a lot bigger upgrade. One of the problems I had with my old Craftsman, although it did work well, was the SCFM could not keep up when I was either trying to do any kind of small sandblasting project, or if I was doing a lot of painting using my spray guns, or if I'm using the jitterbug sander or the DA sander. Occasionally I do a little bit of body work. So, with that said, this is a model DSDMLA3706056, induction, 60-gallon, vertical, stationary. How many horsepower is it? 3.74. Why somebody came up with that, I don't know. But so it's just short of 4 horsepower. You know, me being a retired electrician, I'm very familiar with motors and nameplates. So the first thing I went to look at was on the nameplate on this Marathon motor, and it says special. So I had to look into the manual to see exactly what it was. Another thing I'll be adding to this is a remote drain, so I won't have to crawl underneath to drain the moisture that accumulates in the tank. I'll be able to do it just with a quarter-turn valve, which will be remote, and it'll blow the stuff outside of the little compressor shed, which we'll cover as I build that and get it moved in. If you do buy this compressor, note that it does require 240 volts. It'll take a 20-amp circuit. What you see here does not come on. It does not come with a cord on it. This is a piece of what they call bus drop cable that I already had, and I've put it on there as a prep for when I do put it into this little shed out there. And that'll be covered in detail when we do the build. Anyway, that's something that's up and coming, is going to be the compressor shed build. And this will be the air compressor upgrade. And as much as I hate to part with the old Craftsman, since I've had it for so many years, it's going to go on Marketplace once I get this in and up and running. Okay, if you kind of like that, give it us a thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. And of course, we hope you come back for the little build videos. And of course, we're always looking for subscribers. But until then, I'm Roger. Thanks for watching.